Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bink's Corvair Addiction. On this video here, I will be picking up this here 64 convertible, well, along with Gary. Here we go. Here it is. Check out the video. Well, what I did is I had posted last night on Facebook Marketplace, wanted Corvairs, Corvair parts, FCs, whatever, and I actually got a couple people message me. One last night, she got a 66, and this morning early someone messaged me about, they said it was a 65, and they sent the pictures, and it turned out to be a 64 convertible. So what I did is messaged them back, and they sent me some pictures of the car and the motor, like one picture. We didn't know what we were going to, what we're going to be finding when we get here. So I asked Gary, I said, you want to go for a ride, go check out a car? And Gary's like, yeah, hell yeah. So I swung by Gary's and I picked him up. We just got to the location here. I'm going to pull the trailer around the other side and we'll check this car out. I was just back there. I just kind of looked at it quick, and he's at $1,200 firm on it, and I'm going to snag it up and buy it. I think it's cool. Another Corvair. I don't know. It's cool. It's convertible. It's sparkly blue. So Gary's back there now. They're airing up the tires, and we'll see if we can get it out of there. Hopefully they hold some air. All right, let's go check it out. Yeah, like I said, I got the trailer all hooked up, and Gary and I drove out here. It's always got to be an hour away in Glendale, but anyways, we'll see if we can get it out of there. I'm gonna snag this blue beauty. There's Gary. What's up, Gary? Another Corvair.
Another Corvair.
No keys, no title, but is that gonna hold down? We're gonna have to put a ratchet on there.
Yeah, I was looking for the handles are going.
She's holding some air, maybe. Yeah. Nice.
You know, they have to run it backwards or
keep the, yeah. Yes, we'll put it on backwards. Definitely, smart move. Well, that's it. And there's some parts. I kind of looked under it, checked it out. Some wheel skirts, a heads, and a few parts in there. But that's it. What you think? Kind of neat.
Washington.
Washington. All right, I got some papers for a receipt. Just got to get the VIN number off of it. Yeah, we'll take a picture of that now and get that and scribble it down and pay the guy and get out of here before she gets too warm out. I'm gonna have to stick a block under there. We're gonna rip this exhaust off right here. Phew, a couple hours earlier would have been nice. It would have been a little cooler out.
Yeah.
All right, that should do it. There we go. She's on. She's on. Strap her down. Call her a day. Got parts inside. Strap the top down. Keep her down. The clips are missing, but it might be inside. And there's a big bin of parts. The bumpers have half the bolt on. They're kind of loose. Probably because they had them off for a paint job. Same with like the locks. But anyway, she's dusty. Said the top was newer on there, but it's been sitting outside. And I don't know. That's it. That's it. I like it. I think Jill's gonna like this one. I want to keep it too. She has a 64 convertible and a 64 non-convertible Monza, her white one that's on the rack. I like it, man. I'm happy with it. Gary thinks it's cool. Just checking it out. He's gonna show us what's all weird with things. Would you say it was running last year, maybe, or something? I don't know.
Could be.
See, it's got the breather tube on that side, right? You're saying maybe the heads were backwards?
See where they're plumbed around?
Oh, there he's got it. Yeah. Okay. That's what they did. So you say the heads are on backwards.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, it is what it is.
battery terminal's a little corroded.
Yeah, just a little. Just a little. Yeah. Early. That's early. Yeah, it's got to be a 63 motor.
Well, I suppose we could look at the number on there. If we can see it. Here, there's a cloth right here.
ZF.
ZF?
Yep.
Okay.
63.
63.
62,
Hey,
63.
Gary, he said he thought it was 63 by looking at it.
Yeah.
Yep. Old Sparkle Darkle, huh?
Yep.
And we got the trim for the bottom. That was our little adventure for the day.
Yeah. Be careful on your windshield, because somebody put in a new windshield.
Okay.
And they didn't do it correctly because it's all fucked up. Excuse my French.
Looks a little weird right here, right? No?
And it's a padded dash. It's pretty damn nice. So somebody down the line did some work on it.
It's been fun.
Absolutely. I think the wheels on this, I think if you disassemble them, clean all the they'll probably hold it.
Hold there, yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably hold there.
All right, guys, I dropped Gary off, and I am circling my neighborhood because I like to pull straight into my gates. And yeah, this was a fun adventure. Like I said, I had posted it on late last night, about 9 o'clock, 9:30. Just for shits and giggles, I just posted looking for Corvair cars, or Corvair cars, and Monzas, Corsas, you know, FCs, Greenbriers, ramp size, liquids, parts, whatever. Anything Corvair related. I even posted Volkswagens with the Corvair motor, just to see what's, you know. And they messaged me on this one this morning, and she said it was a 65. And you know, I looked at the pictures. I said, that's not 65. And yeah, Gary's like, yeah, you got a good deal. So I don't have a title, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to schedule to take to plates and tags, and make an appointment and just take it there on the trailer and get it checked out and get going on a bonded title on it. And you know, needs a bath. I don't know, that might have a wrap on it. It feels rubbery, and I know wraps don't last real long in Arizona, especially if you leave them outside, but somebody was doing some work to it. Gary did look at it and said the heads are backwards on it. So, but anyways, I'm gonna pull in the yard and just park it along the side of the building, kind of in a somewhat shade, and get my dirty, sticky butt out of the truck in the house, take a shower, and cook Jill up a good dinner. She actually had called me when I was Gary and I just got back on the road and just got in the truck. She's like, what are you doing? And I says, well, I'm out buying a Corvair. And she goes, I knew it. I knew that's what you were doing. She sees all my posts. So when somebody posts something to me. So anyways, I'm going to get this thing parked and I guess we'll talk about it a little bit more. All right, so I got back from Gary's that day and I parked it next to the shop and continuing finishing the rest of my week. Oh, that was Friday. Jeez. Well, like I said, I was trying to clean the shop. But anyways, it's Tuesday now. So it was going to rain. It said rain last night maybe, so I threw a cover on there just in case. I can't get that window rolled up quickly. I didn't because the crank was missing, and so I just threw this on there because the top wasn't coming down. I wasn't sure how long I'm going to leave it over there. I was just going to leave it parked over there for you know, a week or whatever, and then boom, another Corvair I got to pick up. So I got to get this off of here, and of course the tires went flat again. I think one's holding there. So what I'm going to do is I'll take the cover off, show you what it all looks like, and fill up the tires and roll it into the shop. I think they hold there for like a day and a half. So I don't know if I can pull them off of there and just reseal them just for now. And we'll give a walk around on this thing. I swear every Corvair's got to mark its territory. So I'll clean up the trailer. Jesus. And it was just, you know, just laying, sitting at someone's house. So I got her in here. This is the stuff it came with. This was sitting on the passenger seat. There's an extra head in there. 2 heads. All right, I have to check them out. Some books. Some rubber. Some parts. Oh yeah, the door handle. Yeah, parts and pieces. Okay. And Gary and I didn't really exactly notice it. I thought it felt rubbery and weird. It's a wrap. That's the color it's supposed to be in there. And there it's like a yellowy color. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. I wanted to pull the top up, but I can't get my lift high enough. So I did jack it up, and I got it on stands because I know the tires are going to go flat. So I'd like to clean it and stuff, but I got to take it to motor vehicle and get a bonded title for it. Doors close up and open and close nice, even though I got it on stands all the way around. Seat's really roached on this side. This one, it's horrible. You know why? This is the side that was probably sun beating on it through the window, and it just destroyed this side. So this is hanging in here from the top. But anyways, oh yeah, it's got the skirts, and it's got the rear grille for it. It's just dirty and dusty. But for now, I gotta get some tires on her. Get some tires on. Let's open up the front and check that out. We looked in there. It's nice and clean in the inside there. But I can still show you it. We'll grab a screwdriver. Too bad it wasn't paint. So anyone out there want to know how to get in one of your keys missing? Just use a screwdriver, get it down. It's almost straight in. To turn it. Sometimes you got to push down on it and you'll get it open. I don't want to whack the top, but there, that's the color it was. It's the yellowy color. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I thought Jill would be a little more liking it. She doesn't like the blue. She likes the yellow. So I don't know what I'll do with it. If I'll just flip it or try to get it running. Gary did look at it and he said the heads are on there are backwards because the way the tube, the breather tube comes out on your carburetors, they got a rubber hose going around into that cross tube for your vacuum. I'm thinking right. So yeah, I wanted the top up, put the top up, but I can't get the lift high enough. So darn it. So that's all right. So I'm just I'll get the tires off another day and Oh, I'll take some pictures and post it too for you. So yeah, I'll get some tires, pull the tires and get them to hold air. And I'm just getting it off the trailer because I'm picking up another Corvair, I think tomorrow, unless it's pouring out in the morning. Never rains here in Arizona unless you really want to do something. So, you know, I think it's a pretty nice Corvair for $1,200. Like it says, I don't know about jacking them up and, you know, with the doors being a convertible, but they open and close pretty nice. And so I don't know. My deal is, yeah, I think they've painted black around the stuff that they did not, unless that's something else on there too. Looks like they might have painted black in the door jambs and stuff, which would suck too if they did that. You know, if they painted black and then put this over it, start peeling and find paint going over and you know. But my problem is with when I go buy something, I don't look it over super good. I kind of get excited, and, you know, if it's a fairly good price, I you know, and then I just kind of snap on it and buy it, you know. And Gary's always like, you need to be checking stuff more and looking it over more, you know. And $1,200, no title, no keys. Keys ain't a big deal. Title, I just gotta make sure I can get a bonded one, see how much that's gonna cost. So, anyways, I don't know. Let me know what you think. 64, they had it marked for. They told me it was a 65, and kind of language barrier there. They spoke broken English between the two of them. We could kind of communicate, but you know, I couldn't get really any good information out of it, you know. And I just tried to get it for $1,000, and he said, "Oh, buddy, there's someone down the road 15." And I says, and Gary's like, "You should have got it for 12 or 1,000." And I said, "You know, I tried, you know." And he's like, he still thinks it's, you know, if Gary thinks it's a good deal, it's a pretty good deal, I think, because he wants to buy everything for $500, you know, or less, you know, because back in the day he could get cars for $50, $100, you know, but not no more. Everything, something like this, I don't know, it depends when I get the wrap off. Something like this would probably, around here, they'd probably be having around $3,000 at least, you know. Maybe more, 3,500. I don't know. And I was watching some videos of pulling the wrap off. I think if I do pull the wrap off, or whatever I'm gonna do, I'll just park it out in the sun, let her get nice and warm. It's rubbery, so it's not really baked on there. And that probably costs a lot of money to have that put on there, I would think, you know, a fair amount. And I was kind of looking it up, you know. Oh yeah, I said, put it out in the sun, let it get hot, and get a heat gun. I might have one here buried, but you know, that cost quite a bit of money to get this put on. And from what I was watching, looked up some videos, 3 to 5 years maybe in Arizona if you take care of it. You probably can't keep it in the sun a lot. I do see like wraps on vehicles that are all burnt looking, and couldn't imagine trying to peel one of them off. That might be really, really a pain. But even this, you know, I think they probably, because the bumpers are loose, the trim's on off the side, I have it. They probably pulled a lot of that stuff off to do this, you know, and we'll see. We'll see what I do with it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Did I get a good deal? Depends about the title, how much that's going to cost me. Or, you know, it's kind of like, they pushed it out into Gary and the guy pushed it out in the alley. The guy's like, kind of like, I said, "Here, sign this for me." And they're kind of like, So they signed it. And I was like, "Yeah, all right, just load it, get out of here." So we call, yeah, "Hey, where you going with my car?" You know, I hope. But I have the address, her name, and all that stuff, and all the messages back and forth from Facebook Marketplace. And anyways, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Me and Paul bringing this stuff home, you know. And it was funny because Jill called me when Gary and I was just in the truck leaving, and she said, she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm getting a Corvair." She goes, I thought I knew you were," or something like that. And I sent her some pictures of it. She doesn't care for the blue. I thought she'd like it because she has a 64. And this is a 64. I thought, well, she could have both. Maybe she will want it once I peel it off. Maybe not. I don't know. Let me know how I did. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to clean that trailer, get everything packed up, go park it up front so it's ready for the morning, and I'll be getting another Corvair tomorrow, another video, I guess, after coming up after this one or somewhere around then, and get to see what that's all about. and let me know what I did, how I did, what you think. 1,200 bucks. All I can say is thanks for watching. Thanks, Corvair Addiction.